Back.
Okay. Bob Marley once said, "One good thing about music is when it hits you, you feel no pain." Music improves your physical and mental health in a lot of ways. Today, I would like to highlight for you three main reasons why music improves your physical and mental health. Speaking from experience, every time I get sad, I listen to music and I gradually get better. It's important to listen to music because it's a simple way to instantly make your day. Music improves health in so many ways. Just by listening to your favorite song, music can boost your immune system and reduce pain. Over time, listening to music can actually improve your quality of sleep. And lastly, psychologically, music reduces depression and anxiety. Listening to your favorite song Listening to your favorite song can gradually improve your immune system and reduce pain. According to Richard Gray, a science correspondent, he states scientists found that after listening to 50 minutes of uplifting dance music, the levels of volunteers' antibodies increased. They also found that stress hormone levels, which can weaken the immune system, decreased after being exposed to the music. Volunteers who played a percussion instrument along with the music also benefited from the immune boost. Another example is from Dr. Ronnie Ink, a neurocognition expert at the Max Planck Institute, who led another research where they tested 300 people, asking them to listen to 50 minutes of happy, joyful dance music or to a random collection of tunes. They found that levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, decreased significantly in those listening to the dance music compared to the control group. After listening, the levels of the antibody immunoglobulin A, the immune system's first line of defense, were heightened. Listening to music improves your quality of sleep. According to an article by Collective Evolution, some of the most common things to interfere with sleep are stress and anxiety. Since music has the ability to affect both in a positive way, research has found that listening to music at various times promotes better sleep patterns for people and even created more restful sleeps. In some cases, music might even be able to be used to effectively treat insomnia. And another example is from personal experience. Not that long ago, I got a really bad cold that included headaches, coughs, and body aches. I thought I wasn't going to be able to sleep very well because I was in so much pain, but by listening to calm music, I eventually fell asleep, thus proving that by listening to calm music, one can naturally get the rest that's needed. Lastly, enjoying music reduces depression and anxiety. A research was done at Queen's University Belfast with the Northern Ireland Music Therapy Trust, where 251 children and young people were involved in the study, which took place between March 2011 and May 2014. They were divided into two groups. 128 underwent the usual care options, while 123 were assigned to music therapy in addition to usual care. All were being treated for emotional, developmental, or behavioral problems. Early findings suggest that the benefits are sustained in the long term. Researchers found that children who received music therapy had significantly improved self-esteem and significantly reduced depression compared to those who received treatment without music therapy. They also found that those who received music therapy had improved communicative and interactive skills compared to those who received usual care options alone. The type of music you're listening to does affect your emotions. According to another study that was done in Germany, music can be utilized as an effective intervention for patients with depressive symptoms, geriatrics, and in-pain intensive care or palliative medicine. However, careful selected music that incorporates a patient's own preferences may offer an effective method to reduce anxiety and to improve quality of life. The most benefit on health is visible in classical meditation music, whereas heavy metal music or techno sounds are even ineffective or dangerous and will lead to stress or life-threatening arrhythmias. In conclusion, music improves our health in many ways. By listening to music, we improve our immune system, reduce pain, we can improve our quality of sleep, and last but not least, music can reduce depression and anxiety. According to lifehack.org, one study showed that if people actively participated in making music by playing various percussion instruments and singing, their immune system was boosted even more than if they passively listened. Michelle Chappell, a lifestyle writer, said over 30% of Americans suffer from insomnia. A study showed that students who listened to relaxing classical music for 45 minutes while in bed slept significantly better than students who watched TV or did nothing. Chappell also said a study by Hans Trapp in Germany demonstrated that music can benefit patients with depressive symptoms depending on the type of music. Meditative sounds and classical music lifted people up, but techno and heavy metal brought people down even more. Overall, music is something that is enjoyed worldwide, and to know that we all gain positive benefits from it makes it even better and probably even more enjoyable now. Thank you.
All right, Christian, you here?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
So I felt that her speech was too rushed. I couldn't really comprehend everything that she was saying. I would try to soak up some information that she said, but then I would forget because she would bring up another source before she could even finish. And I noticed between her transitions, she said in conclusion twice, but then she brought up more information. So it kind of confused me as a listener. But I really liked her visual aids. I got to see 2 pictures on 2 slides, and I really got to recognize what was going on, like how music is an art with the pictures. And I think the speech would have been better if it was more, if she would have not relied so much on her note cards. Like it kind of felt like a writing assignment to me instead of engaging with the audience. And my overall opinion that it was really good. I got to learn more stuff how music could help you, but I didn't really get to engage with her in the audience, as an audience.
Okay. All right. There's good stuff here, and then there's some stuff that needs to be worked on. First of all, let's talk about all the really good stuff. I like your attention devices. I like you use the quote. You identify the subject. You tell us what your purpose is going to be. You've got a pretty solid preview of the structure of the speech. So you've got a good start to the speech in terms of content issues. Now we got to jump over a little bit to something that Christian was just talking about, and that is that the delivery is, if you sound like you're in a rush, you're in a hurry, and you're reading a lot, so it sounds like you're rushing even more because you're reading, and you don't really develop a natural speaking cadence. It all seems to be sort of at the same pace. You need to kind of pause once in a while and think about what you're saying and give the audience a chance to adjust and react to what you're talking about. And that, I think, is one of the things that's missing. This is one of those things that's going to come with a little bit more practice. And the less dependent you are on the script, the better off you're going to be when it comes to doing those things. We're not emphasizing the delivery things a lot here, but I think the main issues with your presentation have to do with delivery, because the research is excellent. You've got a lot of information in the speech. There are a couple of things that are interesting that I think you could expand on in the presentation. I like when you talk about the studies and like your personal example about being sick, for instance, and listening to music, but you make it sound like you are in such a hurry to get through that story, and you read it as if it's happened to somebody else instead of talking about something that happened to you. And it's like, whoa, we're missing the personal aspect of the speech here. There's an opportunity that injects some interest, makes you a little bit more credible in talking about the subject, and you are zipping through it as if it's just another piece of stuff that you got to get through. And I don't think that it does you credit on that. I think you've got a good speech here. I think you've got really good information. I think the visuals they're nice. I can't say that they are fantastic. They don't add a lot to the understanding of the subject, but they do help us make transitions between the subjects that you're talking about, so they help structure the speech a little bit. They're kind of interesting occasionally. It seems almost strange that you didn't include a couple of examples of the music that you're talking about. For instance, Well, what has the soothing, calming effect? Well, you can listen to this and see why that this might be, in fact, something that would be beneficial to people. And if we're talking about doing music therapy, it might even be constructive to help people focus their attention a little bit. But if you listen to this and you play something else, you can see why the researchers found that this could be potentially problematic. That seems like a natural kind of thing to have, and something extra to put into the speech. Since the speech ends up running only 5 minutes, you've got time to do things. So you can slow down a little bit. You could talk to us more, and I think you'd find that it would be a lot better experience for you. So, yeah, it's frustrating because you've got a good speech. You've got all the structural stuff, the basic components, the research that we're looking for. So you're hitting the technical stuff, but you're not translating it into a presentation. And we're going to have to work on that a lot more. Okay, thank you.